Hello, friends. Today, we're diving into one of the biggest and sweetest adventures in life, parenthood. It's a journey full of challenges, love, and responsibility, one that many only see from the outside. But we're going deeper. We want to understand what commitment really means, what responsibility truly is, and how we can become the best parents we can be. So get comfortable, pour yourself a cup of coffee, and join me as we embark on this meaningful journey together. Sometimes we have children just to force ourselves to stay in a relationship because thoughts of leaving, breaking up, or someone else entering the picture have crossed our minds. We think that by having a child, we're somehow controlling ourselves. Do you think having a child can truly save a relationship, or is it just an illusion? Often, we believe a child can hold our partner in place. Maybe they're bored, complaining, or under pressure, so we say, let's have a baby. Some people used to say a child is like a peg that secures the tent of our life, especially when we're caught in the storms of problems. But the truth is, in today's world, there's no such peg to secure the tent. Children are not guardians of our relationships, nor are they responsible for fixing a home we ourselves should build with love, care, and awareness. Why do you think some people still hold on to this outdated belief? What kind of impact can this have on the child and the family as a whole? Sometimes, as a couple, we might not even want to have kids, but our parents or those around us pressure us. Some just dream of holding their grandchildren, and that becomes their joy in the later stages of life. But sadly, if we're not ready or are facing problems, we might give in and later face difficulties that can harm both ourselves and the child. How much do you think societal and family pressure influences our decision to have children? That's why, until the conditions are truly right, and both partners, the husband and the wife, have clearly and wholeheartedly said, yes, we really want this, then having a child, or even thinking about it, not only won't help, it can actually be a betrayal to the future of that child. Think about it, this decision can shape an entire human life. What does real readiness mean? How can we truly be sure we're ready? We know the ideal age range for women to have children is between 20 and 40, with the best period often between 25 and 30. For men, it's generally up to about 50 years old. That's why in scientific and medical centers, after age 50, men are usually no longer used for reproduction. Even if sperm is preserved, they rarely use it because the risks increase significantly after that age. Have you ever seriously considered your and your partner's age and circumstances before deciding to have a child? Final advice. Unless there's a special or exceptional situation, a couple should wait at least 1 year after marriage before seriously considering having a child. Having a child immediately after marriage is often a big mistake. A man and woman who were previously just boyfriend and girlfriend need time to truly become husband and wife, to become a strong couple, work through their own issues, and ensure they're truly ready for a child. Do they understand the challenges and hardships that come after a child arrives? Nowadays, the recommendation is usually to have 2 or 3 children. An only child can have some advantages for parents and sometimes for the child too, but usually brings its own set of concerns and issues and can sometimes cause dissatisfaction or tension. So having just one child is somewhat questionable. Having 4 children comes with tons of challenges. And having a fifth is highly discouraged because in reality, no parent has the time and energy to fully care for that many children. That level of energy and adaptability is incredibly hard to come by. In your opinion, what's the ideal number of children for a happy and healthy life? So the best option seems to be 2 or 3 kids with age gaps between 18 to 30 months. Of course, individual circumstances can vary slightly, but ideally, the gap shouldn't exceed 3 years, because while the early stages may be tough, later the kids are close enough in age to become friends and companions, and can even help us as parents. It's important to recognize that the spacing between children significantly affects the family dynamic and relationships. One of the most important points in today's world. It's known and essential that one parent, usually the mother, should be present with the children at least until they're 2 or 3 years old. So you need to be ready to stay home for 4 to 6 years to care for two or more children. This time investment can add up to hundreds or even thousands of hours of joy, health, and well-being for your children. And every hour missed will have to be compensated with hundreds of hours later. Are you ready to dedicate those years? That's a major commitment, isn't it? So, if you and your partner and a loving companion, as I mentioned before, can work together, and if you personally take on full responsibility, then you're much more likely to create a better situation. Let's continue this conversation in the next few messages. Dear viewers, please stay with us. Now it's your turn. Share your own experiences with us. What's your view on having children? What challenges have you faced? Write in the comments. And if you enjoyed this video, like it and subscribe to the channel to stay updated with our next discussions.